Hello, hello, hello out there, guys. I really wanted to jump on very quickly and knowing that I have some extremely busy men that are here wanting to spend some quality time with us. And I do have the privilege and also the honor to definitely introduce two powerhouses. One apostle, executive director, Michael Ivery is here. We're very excited about that. And also Dr. Gregory Littlefield from Family Faith Christian Center. So I'm excited that you all both had an opportunity to say, hey, Kendra, I can steal 15 minutes because I really want to, I really want you to share about this charitable organization that is definitely possible for the ones that are watching this video.
Well, Ms. Phipps, thanks so much for taking the time to let us share for a minute. I'm Michael Ivery. Some people call me Apostle, some people call me Executive Director, but I'm kind of head of the Charitables Program for an international company that's helping churches to fund their various auxiliary ministry and provide a retirement for pastors. I'm also blessed to have my brother in the faith, Dr. Gregory Littlefield, Family of Faith Christian Center, Tyler, Texas. Dr. Littlefield, wave at the world. Wave at my brothers out there.
Hey, how y'all doing, pastors and all the brothers and sisters that are watching the video of this recording? It's exciting to be a part of it.
It is indeed. The reason we've got you on the call, we won't steal too much of your time. We are quite possibly about to make inroads in your city. And to that end, we are sifting through trying to find out visionary pastors and churches that we can possibly help. If your church needs money on a monthly basis, pastor, to say nothing about a retirement, you probably need to listen closely to the rest of this information. Now, the objective of this little brief video you're looking at will not be for you to be thoroughly informed completely, but it should induce you to immediately want to secure a meeting with us. And that's kind of why we put this thing together. Company's been around for 30 years. It's based in Idaho Falls, Idaho. It operates in about 19 countries across the globe. Its objective initially was not at all to help churches. It was to help families. But the president and founder of our company is a born-again Christian. And so about 13 years ago, he summoned some brothers and sisters together to come up with a way so that churches could benefit. Now, let me tell you up front, this is not an entitlement by any stretch of the imagination. This is, there's no government oversight. These checks are cut by an international company to the pastor for your retirement on a monthly basis, and it can grow, to your church, your 501c3, and to specific people that you designate that we train at our expense to help you with the program. Operative board help, because we don't want the pastor to necessarily come down from waiting tables, as it were, from pastoring to wait tables. So we will pay those people to help you. So let's just go back and visit that for a minute. So the pastor receives a monthly check, and it's currently happening across America right now for your retirement or whatever you want to do with it. Your church, as long as it's a credible church that we can verify, we will cut a check to that church. They do it all the time. And to the people that you designate. Now, we'll give you an idea of how many trainers, or what we call project drivers, that you'll need to have available for us to train based on the number of people you have in your church. But I'm going to tell you, Pastor, right now, it's amazing. It's phenomenal. The hand of God is on what we're doing. We've got pastors all across the nation that are benefiting from this program. And so we're now making contact with you. There will be information provided at the close of this call. You'll need to reach out to the person who gave you this video and make sure you make contact with that individual. And then obviously they'll get back to our office and we'll be happy to get the wheels rolling in that regard. Before I kind of go into some of the details, my brother's here, Dr. Littlefield, and like you to hear a little bit from him. And then I'm going to give you a few nuts and bolts about it, a little light overview about it, and then we'll kind of wrap this up. Dr. Littlefield?
Yes, this indeed is a health and wellness program that has been introduced to the church. Now, when we say health and wellness, of course, I don't want to preach to anyone because, I know you guys get the word, but 3 John 2, beloved, I wish above all things that thou may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So now God wants us to prosper financially and also in our health. Of course, now, if you don't feel good and you have all the money in the world, it's not going to do you any good. And if you're broke and you're healthy, it's still not going to do you any good. So this program helps us to do both, live a healthier life look better, feel better, we live better, of course, and then also enjoy the benefits of receiving, like Pastor Mike said, a residual check coming in the mail by the company. So we're really excited to be a part of that. And let me tell you, it's working. It's working in our city. It's working in my wife and my life, and it's working in my church. Glad to be a part of it.
Thanks, Dr. LaVille. Okay, here we go, Pastor. A little bit about it. You know, a couple things happen every time you and I preach and teach the gospel, lay hands on the sick and cast out devils. Your members, Dr. Littlefield members, anybody's member will leave the church, and that particular day or month or week, they're going to go out and they're going to shop for things. We call them consumable necessities. Now, stay with me for a moment. Your members have deodorant upon their armpits, we hope. Mouthwash in their mouth, teeth, toothpaste, oatmeal, popcorn, baby wipes, cereal, cookies, and crackers. When we like it or not, your members and my members and his members and everyone's members will buy these items on a monthly basis. And before they run out of them, they will go back to the store and buy them again. Why? Because they have to have them, don't they? Sometimes, Pastor, they violate Malachi 3:8-11, right? Will a man rob God? They will rob God all day, every month to go out and buy things that they deem necessary, necessities, right? Okay, nothing wrong with that. Except none of those proceeds go back to the church, do they? Not a dime, Pastor. None of that money returns to the church at all. We know it. And it doesn't matter how much you preach against that, they're going to spend that money and go do it again and again and again and again and again. And again, nothing comes back to the church. Our president, in his great wisdom, had a different perspective on that. He said, why shouldn't members of your church benefit when your members shop? I pose that question to you, just for query for a moment. Why shouldn't that happen, Pastor? Your members go out and they frequent stores, the big store with the W, all of the stores, right? The general stores, okay? I'm trying to not violate any kind of policy, but use names. The store that starts with a $1, right? Those kind of places. Your members, my members, all people's members go and spend money because those stores provide things that they need. None of the money's returned to the church. Let's just play the what if game for just a moment. What if you partnered with the international pharmaceutical grade manufacturing company, non-prescription, of course, has been around for 30 years, owned by a man who loves the Lord Jesus Christ just as we do, and summoned his team to come up with a program so that they could bless small churches. You know, 500 members and down. We work in large churches also, but primarily 500 members and down. What if the members of your church did some of their shopping at that other store, this store, the store that would provide products to your church every month, each and every month? What if that happened? And then what if that store sent a check to your church every single month, month in, month out? Well, Pastor, that's exactly what's happening. And we're about to impact your city, your town, to help your churches. Now, we are not a fit for every church.
Right.
It has to be a visionary partner church. So we're actually out to sift through to find the right type of church. As you well know, the Bible says, how can two walk together unless they agree? And every pastor that we've talked with, we have not accepted. So we need to make sure that it's a relationship. It's a visionary partner, like Dr. Littlefield. When he became a partner of our company, I'll let him tell his story in just a moment, and his personal successes for him and his church. It has to be that kind of partnership, because without being in agreement, we can't do business. And it doesn't mean that one person's bad and one church is not. It just means that we're not going to waste the time or resources helping them investing in an area where there's not a return. It's got to be win-win, not win-lose. So when that happens, when those churches that we partner with come on board and we install the program under the 3 John 2 initiative, that banner, it's win-win, Pastor. Yeah. Imagine a company paying a check to your church to help you get new seats or carpet or new building or transportation for your church, or increasing the funding for the senior citizens buildings you're building, whatever it is. I don't know, television, radio. These checks come every month in and month out on the 12th, and you can see them right there on the internet. You see them. Well, that sounds real good, just verbally. And again, the whole purpose of this is not to provide you an overview, but to give you, to induce you to want to get more information, to induce you to want to establish an appointment so someone from our office can contact you. Now, let's just take someone in living color, real-time person, just partnered up with us about 4 months ago. my brother, got it right there, Dr. Littlefield. Dr. Littlefield, share, if you would, please, a little bit about your successes and your perspective on it.
Well, first thing I want to say is that, again, I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this company. And of course, like you introduced me to this company, and I appreciate it so much. Here's the way I look at it right now. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Because of where I was last year about this time, it really affected my life. And of course, we were financially strapped. Church was too. About going into depression or whatever. But when I received the call this year, and you talked to me about that, of course, everything changed. And this summer was just a totally 180 return. And so I had everything to gain, and that's how I got started. Well, I was talking to a bishop yesterday, and we were just casually talking, and he couldn't even pronounce the word Melaleuca. Said Melaleuca or something like that. And I knew from right there is that it's not a fit for every church, not a fit for everyone. But he told me, he said, Littlefield, man, he said, I hear you blowing it up, you making all the money in the city. You know, like that. And so I told him, I just do what I do, enjoy what I'm doing. So in 3.5, 4 months, of course, you know, I made over $30,000 with this company. And just here recently, was able to buy a vehicle, and the company is paying $500 a month for that vehicle. So, I mean, what an incredible turnaround. Just sold my old car this morning, and this guy was real happy to have it. And, you know, and it's all because God has placed this vehicle we call Melaleuca into our hands. Now, I got to tell you, Melaleuca is not Jesus Christ. And Melaleuca will never be that. Can never replace me. He's still the healer. He's still the one that provides for us. Amen. But we have tools in which he's put into our hands to use. I look at Melaleuca as a tool. And this tool has been placed into our hands so that we can further the gospel and also live a productive, prosperous life. So I'm grateful, very grateful.
You know, Dr. Littlefield, when you speak, you can hear your heart in it. And I think when you and I first started speaking, we said, let's never lose the heart. The culture that I'm so honored, on behalf of Melaleuca, we're so honored to have you as a leader in the company. The culture that you have helped to foster of love and integrity and transparency. When we think about that now amongst the brotherhood, we think of you. You are the embodiment of that, my friend. And I love you. And we're going to process this life together. You and your lovely wife, Dr. Elizabeth Littlefield. She's not here, but we represent her. You represent her. And just in case you all didn't hear, Dr. Littlefield said in 4 months he's made $31,000. I'm the executive. I can tell you that's emphatically true because I saw his check. So, I mean, within 4 months, he's made over $30,000. And if he told you what his check is going to be here in about a week, you won't believe it. So we won't tell you. Just call him. He'll tell you. He'll show it. And that beautiful car he got is a Mercedes-Benz, top of the line. Okay? Courtesy of Melaleuca. He bought it. Melaleuca gives him $500 a month free every month to pay toward that payment. And he'll have that for the rest of his life. Anytime he trades in, he'll keep making that payment for him. What are we saying? Get back with the person who gave you this little link and make sure that you ask them to put you in contact with our office. Make sure that we know that make sure that you report to us that they connect to you so that we know that we can kind of follow and track that. I don't know where you are, Pastor. We don't know about your situation. You could be like Dr. Littlefield was just a year ago. If you believe in the power of prayer, like he pointed out, this is not Jesus Christ, but we decree and declare that the hand of God, the sanction, the approval of God is on this vehicle for those of us who are good stewards with it. Now, I'm coming to you from corporate office. He's coming to you from the field. You have all your questions. You have enough information to make an informed decision to get back to us. If not, don't worry about it. We're going to be helping pastors all around your area, but we would love, sir, to help you. Hope we gave you enough information to decide to reach back out to us. Thank you for listening.
Thank you guys so much. Again, it's an honor. It is a privilege. And I know that time is of the essence. And we truly appreciate you guys spending time with us. We look forward to definitely receiving a call from the local pastors and abroad. Again, thank you so much. I'm very, very excited about where we are and our partnership with Melaleuca. And again, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Pastor. Thank you so much, Doctor. I really, really do appreciate that. That's on behalf of Team Legacy for Life, and we truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless.